again, I was so busy. I did watch. I wasn't going to talk about it now, a little bit. Creature Commandos, because Don didn't watch it, but he said he didn't care about spoilers. And I do think it's funny because I will say this: it's a property. Not a lot of people have read the books. I've never read the books. It's an animated thing. Like, I can see why a lot of people aren't going to jump on it, but I kind of feel like people need to watch it because this is James Gunn's first foray into the DCU. This is the first official thing in the DCU. So he's come out and said that. So
they proved it in one of the episodes too. They referred to
that's
Brazilian Starro.
That's what I was going to say. So it's one of the issues I had with the show.
Interesting.
Believe it or not, because I thought we were getting a whole new continuity. We're going to cut clean, but they referenced the Suicide Squad movie in this.
Well, yeah, but the Suicide Squad, that movie doesn't even really connect to the first Suicide Squad movie that had most of the same cast.
Actually, they do mention the first Suicide Squad movie briefly in that movie, and Aquaman and the Flash show up at the end of the movie. So it is connected to the DCEU. Like, I don't understand how any of this is going to work because...
Which then means Peacemaker is new in the new DC Gunn verse.
Right.
This is messy. This is already messy to me, man. I'm sorry.
So, because when Rick Flag shows up in the cartoon, I'm like, oh, okay, there's this version of Rick Flag. But it's Rick Flag Sr., and the Rick Flag from the Suicide Squad who died was his son. And it was like, seriously? Like, yeah, it's getting so messy so fast, and we're just starting, boys and girls. Like, this is going to be interesting. John, what did you think of it overall, though?
Okay, check me on this. So, overall, the idea is good. I kind of like the storyline. But I'm beginning to think that James Gunn's style is starting to wear on me. I think, and I'm not sure about this, but all of the music was done by either a group that he picked out. James Gunn is part of his style is he's a audiophile. He loves his music, and he knows how to pick a good tune for whatever is happening on screen. But I think he overdid it on this, and it kept taking me out of the storyline. And also, I'm also getting tired of all of the characters acting like horny teenagers. When I'm looking for something a little bit more serious, I just, is it just me, or is it it's just starting to wear on me? I was hoping for something a little bit darker, a little bit more serious, and all I'm getting is the same exact banter that you'd expect on Guardians of the Galaxy, the same foibles of personality, the same issues, and the same inappropriate banter at the really worst times when in real life everybody would die because they took a time to do a quip. And it's I don't know. There's nobody there that I'm tired of the teenager type CW banter.
I can't disagree with you because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Everyone loves James Gunn. Oh, he's such a great superhero comic and movie writer, but that the only stuff that we've seen from him that we love is Guardians of the Galaxy, a property that no one really read the book. A few people did. I can't tell you how true he is to all those characters in the movie. And then we got the Suicide Squad, and it was the character that I know the most that was in that movie is obviously Harley Quinn. But that was Margot Robbie being true to the character she already gave us in the other movies she's been in. So it's the same character. So that worked. Now, the first thing that we're getting in the DCU from him is another team of quirky characters. Peacemaker was a team of quirky characters that they put together. So it's Yeah, he can do that, but can he do Superman? Like a Superman that we want? Can he do Batman? Can he do a Justice League? Like, I don't know yet. And you're right. Again, this is a cartoon, so they can get away with a little bit more. But it's the same writing. Like, and he's consistent. I'll give him that. Like, he doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he writes one way here and then writes another way somewhere else. Like, he's definitely consistent, but
But it's like if we get a Superman movie, we're gonna get like a Superman versus Zod fight scene with the Ballroom Blitzen playing in the background. You know, like, is that really what we want in the DCU?
Yeah, it's like overusing when you have Taika Waititi, you definitely don't want to overuse him. And we've seen what happens when you overuse him. You get Thor, was it Dark World or whatever. Whatever the last one was, Love and Thunder. You get that, right? And not a lot of people really liked that. It was just too much Taika Waititi, and now you're getting too much James Gunn. Like he's got it.
The other criticism, and I'm sure there are people out here going to disagree with this. It's a little too adult, in a sense, right?
Yeah,
like,
well, yeah, that's the thing. It's a dichotomy. It's too adult in some places, and then you're right back to teenage banter. Like you're going between, you know, the nice. You're going against too adult, and then Joss Whedon dialogue. It's like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, and it's bloody, it's violent. There's a lot of
and adult stuff.
Rusty. Yes, adult stuff. Actual nudity in a cartoon, in a superhero cartoon,
and off-screen sex scenes. Let's put it. So
yes. So
the voice actors they got were good. Indira Varma from Game of Thrones and several other things, and she was actually in a DC property back. It was a TV series about the Human Target. She was in the Human Target, which is an offshoot of Batman. Alan Tudyk, who does Clayface, and also in this does was Dr. Phosphorus. Frank Grillo, who's way underrated, and he's done a lot of neat stuff. If you want somebody who's going to come in and be like a lead for like a hardcore commando or you know, I don't know, just a tough guy, that's Frank Grillo. He plays Rick Flag Sr., and then Sean Gunn plays G.I. Robot, and Zoe Chow is Nina Mazursky. So it's really, you know, there's a lot of really good people. David Harbour as Frankenstein. I mean, perfect. So there's a lot of really good choices in here.
I mean, that's the other weird thing too. It's like I didn't read the book, and I'm kind of curious. Maybe people who are watching this have read the book and can tell me, is the story of the Bride and Frankenstein in this true to what they did in the comics? It's obviously not true to the movies, the original movies, and I never read the book, Frankenstein or Bride of Frankenstein, but like, yeah, it's and again, it delves into that adult territory as well. But you know, Frankenstein is a creepy stalker who won't give up.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I just quickly looked it up. I don't think it's exactly to original DC universe.
Yeah,
it's definitely not actually. So, but it's this is all James Gunn, right? This is James
Gunn, yeah.
And again, I think he needs to pull back a little bit. And if he's going to do DC, he better allow other people to do some of the movies, and do it in their best way. Because if he keeps pushing own stuff, his own foibles into this, his own imprint, he's going to screw this one up.
we've said this before, and this is what I was hoping we were going to get. James Gunn needs to be the Kevin Feige of DC. He needs to oversee everything and be the producer on all the movies, but let other people write and direct them. You know, like he can be involved in a little bit in the writing process and give ideas, but like we need a Superman that has a different tone than Batman, and the same writer can't do that. I'm sorry, Zack Snyder proved that. We got a dark Superman and an even darker Batman. Like that, like you can't have one guy writing all this stuff. It won't work. So
and just so you know, like other like they have several different directors, but James Gunn is the one who wrote all 7 episodes of this.
Yeah.
Or at least 7 episodes. I don't know how many episodes are supposed to be in here. Probably just I'll have to look that up. But he wrote 7 episodes, so it's his style. I mean, does that make sense to you, Don? Like, are you gonna watch this?
No, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, particularly after the glowing review you two are giving. Because I don't like the darker shit. But actually, the way you guys are talking, like it's not even that dark.
No,
so it's nothing that interests me. But you're right. I can't. Not everything should be James Gunnified.
Yeah, it's not so dark as Crude. That's what
it's more Suicide Squad than it is Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't. I'm not hearing anything about it that, that makes me think, oh, I could enjoy that. Yeah,
I think you should at least watch the first episode and then decide from that.
I could do at least that, sure. Absolutely.
Because the first episode is just setting everything up, really.
Yeah, I hate to push. I mean, like this is my take. So I hate to push people off where they may like it, because I mean, there's a reason why Dave likes to tell an inappropriate joke with me on air. So, Crude is just not my lane. I don't like things that are super crude like this. I'm looking for. I like dark, but not crude. So maybe this is your lane, maybe not. But I'm just not a fan of all the characters being, how CW likes to have conflict made by just having people act stupid and juvenile, and that's exactly what this is. And that was okay for Guardians of the Galaxy because it worked, but I think he's going a little overboard with this. You can't use the same group dynamic in everything that you write.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. It's like when you masturbate to a porno, right? But by the 15th time, you need to change it up a little bit, or it's not so effective. There we go. That's the inappropriate joke of the week. John's pleasure.
Yes, I am now embarrassed enough. Okay, thank you.
Don.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh, we have a new one? Do we have more? This is cool.
I introduced that one, and Dave's loving it. He's used it against me every week since.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
I'm away for a couple of weeks, and now we got some new toys. I want to see this.
So again, I am going to say this. Repeat, like, if you haven't watched it, watch the first episode and make your own decision. And let us know down below in the comments what you think. Because, like, is it terrible? No, but it makes me nervous about the future of the DCU because it's the same typical James Gunn. Like, there's nothing different here. And I get it. You can call this Suicide Squad 3 because it's the same basic premise. But I wanted something, like, really different. And I don't feel I haven't gotten it yet. So thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.